Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol FNMA. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks down here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like a few weeks worth of time, it's actually just the past couple of days broken down into 30-minute time slices. I've been doing this analysis on a very routine basis, so that's where these red and green lines are coming from. And after the past couple of days, definitely a lot of people talking about it, and rightfully so. Today was not a bad day from the overall perspective, but there is a little bit of, well, it depends in the chart. What do I mean by that? Well, if you are a day trader and you bought right there and you were hoping to sell within, 12 seconds, then yeah, for you, the chart's looking kind of rough because the price did pull back. So there's no doubt about that. Price did not quite maintain the gains that it made, during the early portion of the day, when it was just, making this explosive move right here. So yeah, there was that pullback. But again, that goes back to, well, what was your perspective? If you care about the big picture of things, then the bulls still have plenty of opportunity to build a higher base. And as I'll talk about here in a second, didn't even test one of the levels of support I talked about yesterday. But I mean, if you're a day trader and depending on where you bought, well, yeah, you may have a different output. But as far as, caring about the grand scheme of things, the big perspective, the big picture, whatever you want to call it, bulls are still in total control. And to circle back to that comment I made about the support, and the easiest way to see that is in regards to that green line right there, which is a level of support I talked about at $4.10. And like I said, the price hasn't even tested it. Now, it did drop down a little bit, and I suppose got somewhat close, when the price got around these lows. But, technically speaking, it never even got down there and even tested it. So that in and of itself is a good sign. Before I forget, I am just going to get rid of this line down here. I did that yesterday as I explained more so symbolism than anything else. But now that the price, is maintaining up here, we'll just try to keep this, the chart as clean as possible. Don't want to have a million lines that can cause clutter and confusion. And along with that, I am going to adjust one of the levels of resistance. First level of resistance, though, that is definitely playing a key part here is right up here at $4.50. I talked about it yesterday due to these areas. And then when the price broke above it, it did get above it, but then fell back below it. And the reason I'm saying it's playing a key role is then check out, when the price bounced right here. Once again, got rejected by $4.50. So there's definitely some sellers right there. As far as this resistance, I'm not going to say it was wrong, but now that we have more data, it just seems kind of like one that would just create extra clutter. I mean, if you want to still keep it there, I would definitely still say that 465 has a history of acting as resistance. But again, now that we have more data, I'm just going to go ahead and adjust that line up to there and call the key level of resistance at $5 mark. And that's simply because, that's where, the party essentially stopped today during the big breakout move. So nothing really new to report in terms of new levels of support or new levels of resistance. Everything has remained the same. But the key thing here is that the price is building a higher base. It's consolidating at a higher level. So I realized today was not nearly as exciting as yesterday, but that doesn't mean it was a bad day or anything. So the consolidation continues. One of the most popular questions I get is, hey, Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together this free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then by all means, click right there to get access to the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point. And like I say, it is free. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.